welcome back to the channel, everyone. A clean sheet, 3-0 win against Leicester City, and it was a good performance. It's so good to speak about Man United when we win, and there are quite a few good talking points about the performance, not just as a team, but also individually. Amorim certainly, once again, you can see he is improving the team. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like. Let's get into it. So, first of all, it is Leicester City. We have to be realistic about that. They're in the relegation zone. Poor Ruud van Nistelrooy, they're probably going to get relegated. And you could see that by the way they play, with the way they are not as confident as you would expect them to be, especially since they were playing at home. But we had good control of the ball. Amorim did put in the likes of Eriksen into the team to allow us to have more ball possession, and it worked because we did push Leicester City back quite early in the game. And in the first half, we were very dominant. And Hoyland's goal was a very good goal. Glad to see that he's scoring again. And you can see the confidence is returning into Rasmus Hoyland. A good ball by Bruno Fernandes over the top. And that is what Hoyland is supposed to be doing. Running in behind, running into those channels, busying the defenders and the centre-backs and ensuring that they are opening the space for our midfields to play in between the lines. So it was a very good run by Hoyland, great control and good confidence to take a touch onto his weaker foot and then put it away, which is not easy, considering him having not scored in so many games. But again, he put the ball in the net and it was a very good start for us. And from there on, we seemed to control the game even more. Leicester did have some confidence, but again, they are in the relegation zone for a reason. They are as bad as they are this season. And we seem to tighten the screw, especially after the second half started. And yes, it was another good goal by Garnacho. And he, again, also had a very good performance. Another player who hasn't scored from November, if I can remember correctly the stat. And he certainly was a lethal threat, continually to take on his defender, continually trying to find those passes into the box and link up play from the right-hand side. And Amorim also said that he has improved. He is playing much better on the right-hand side, and we can see that. And the goal that he got was much deserved. The third goal was kind of true testament to what we are going to be experiencing in terms of football under Amorim. The way we played the ball from the back to the front, it's excellent. It's a goal that you could probably want to watch time and again. Casemiro's ball to the low over the top, the low beating his man with good skill, and then finding the accurate cross to Bruno, because 9 times out of 10, the low doesn't find his man with crosses. So for him to have found Bruno on the edge of the box was really good. And of course, we know Bruno's quality with shooting, and he basically did what he always does. It was also a very good defensive performance. We kept a clean sheet with Mazraoui and De Ligt, in my opinion, being the standout defenders, and not just for the game against Leicester, but previous games as well. They are so consistent with their good performances, and sometimes those good performances move into a great performance just based on how they are as players. We are actually privileged to have the two of them playing for Manchester United. I feel a bit sorry for Aiden Heaven because the injury that he got, it was a bit innocuous, and they didn't show the replay. You got taken off with the stretcher, and that in itself is an issue. And hopefully it's not going to be a long-term injury, because before he got the injury, he was, in my opinion, up there with Mazraoui and De Ligt, defending quite well with and without the ball. So hopefully he won't be out for too long. Amorim certainly gave Harry Amos also a debut on his birthday, a player that I think should have gotten more game time earlier in the season, but he waited, and he got his just reward and did decently enough when he came on the pitch, showed himself quite a bit, and hopefully he gets more game time from there on in. For the rest of the team, you could see that they were starting to click. The players are trusting each other more. There seems to be more fluidity in the way they move, out of position and try to fill gaps and help other teammates, when they are out of position. The way we press seems quite calculated as well, because we're trying to force teams to kick the ball long, and then of course we win the ball in that particular facet of play, and then we build up from that particular point onwards, because our centre backs are very good in the air. So if the ball is played over the top or right up to the opposition striker, like it was towards Jamie Vardy, you could see De Ligt, Mazraoui and Heaven, before he got taken off, doing what they need to do, and of course playing those excellent passes. Lindelof, again, what more can I say about him? Hasn't played much football, but again, putting in another good performance. It was a very good performance, but it was Leicester City after all. We have to be mindful of that. The team is improving. Amorim is improving the players individually. You can see that in how they are playing and how their confidence is growing. After the international break, our first couple games come in the beginning of April, which is quite some time from now. So Amorim should get more training time with the players that are not going on international duty, and those who are injured can return to the team. The likes of Mason Mount will properly return. Luke Shaw, Amorim said, might be returning soon. The likes of Maguire as well is an option at centre back and has been performing well. He's another player that can come in and help us finish strongly to the end of the season. But we have to focus on the Europa League. I said this before. The league form is there. We can try and finish as high as possible. But the Europa League is and must be the priority for us to get a route into the Champions League. So it was a good win. It's nice to talk about these good performances. But it was Leicester City, and we're going to face tougher opposition after the international break. But thank you for joining me. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course let me know in the comment section what you think of Manchester United thus far. Till we see each other again soon in the next one, Red Devils. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.